Alright, welcome. This is going to be a ranked game. My opponent for this game was Sergeant Elias 81. Sergeant Elias 81, at the time of this game, was the 293 ranked gold Axis player. So with that, let's get right into the gameplay. Alright, Russia round number 1. So I'm back to the standard 4 infantry, 2 tank buy, and we're doing the 912. So let's get the 912 done. All right. Alright, combat was okay. We lost 2 guys in Russia. West Russia, sorry. And we have 2 tanks left in Ukraine. So that's a little bit below average, I think. Russia is, I think, average. We're going to send our sub over there. We're going to send our fighters into the Caucasus. This guy's going down here. This guy's going into Russia. These guys are going this way, and this way, and we're going to go 1. Alright. 2 tanks there, 4 infantry into the Caucasus. Alright, that is going to do it for Russia round 1, and I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 1. Alright, United Kingdom round number 1. So Germany had a pretty good turn. They bought 7 infantry, 2 artilleries, and a bomber. Took Karelia. Took C-Zone 17, killed my destroyer. Took Trans, no losses. Took Ukraine, 1 infantry lost, and took C-Zone 7 and lost only 2 subs. So I did the math on, he's got 5 fighters and a bomber. I'm going to drop a fleet anyway in C-Zone 7. It's a 50-50 battle for him, and 50% of the time he loses 5 fighters. So that's provided the sub doesn't get a hit. If the sub gets a hit, I'm going to get wiped. But we can only play, that's a 1 out of 6 chance. You can't worry about the dice like that. So I went ahead and bought an aircraft carrier destroyer, 3 infantry for India. And then we're going to go destroyer, cruiser, bomber, fighter, and then a fighter there. We're not going to kill the battleship this turn. We're going to set it up for USA to kill it in round 2. So we're going to go here. And then we're going to take the cruiser and the fighter and go to 61. And then we will see how that goes from there. Strong. Okay. Alright, combat was pretty good. We did lose the bomber in C-Zone 7, which kind of sucks, but we sacked the bomber because we need the carrier. We'll go here. Let's see here. And so this is safe, I think. Alright, our fighter is going to 33. We're going to send our aircraft carrier and our transport. Over there. We're going to move this guy up. Our fighter's going to Szechuan. Alright, and then we're going to pick up one guy. Go here, grab another guy. Go here. Take our sub, take our cruiser. Guys are going over there. Alright. I think that's it. Alright. Alrighty, aircraft carrier, destroyer, and 3 infantry. Alright. Pretty standard turn for UK. We'll see if he decides to go after C-Zone 7. That'll do it for UK 1. I'll see you guys back for USA round number 1. Alright, USA round number 1. So, Japan bought 2 infantry, 3 transports, probably J3 India timing, at least a version of it. And then he had a great turn. Lost only a couple units and then had a great Pearl Harbor. But a lot of no units lost in battle. So, I'm going KGF. Right, so I got to set up to kill the battleship and transport in round 2. So first thing, all I did was buy 2 aircraft carriers, transport, an infantry, and an artillery. We're going to hit this with the destroyer and the fighter, and then we are going to not do any more combat, believe it or not. And the reason why is because I didn't save, I moved my cruiser up here, so I couldn't use the cruiser to block the battleship, so I don't, when I set up the aircraft, I don't want the battleship to come over here and just kill it. So we need some land units there. And I'm going to send some support to Africa. And we're going to take that with Russia, the Kwangtung, so we have a little bit of money. So that's all we're going to do as far as combat. Alright, so much for killing the cruiser. Got no hits. That's amazing. But not entirely unpredictable. Alright, so now we are going to take... We're going to take a tank and an infantry and put them in Africa. And then we're going to take an infantry and an artillery, put them in Gibraltar with a fighter and a bomber. Our destroyer is going here because I actually kind of want him to do this and get his bomber out of here. Get his bomber out of position here. So, if he wants to do that. And then we are grabbing these 2 guys and taking them down there with the battleship. This guy's backing off. This guy is going up. And this fighter is going here. Let's see. All right, here we go. These two guys are moving backward. Our fighter here goes into trans. So we are set up now to kill the battleship in the second round. We're going to throw our aircraft carriers, infantry, artillery, and our transport. All right, Russia's going to buy... We're going to buy 7 artillery. Generally, I like to buy 8 or 9 infantry, but I want to have a hit back. We're going to take Koing Tung. We're going to go here with the 2 fighters. And that is it. Alright. Combat was okay. We did lose a guy, but it's bound to happen. So we're going to stack West Russia because we can. Should be okay for 1 turn. All this stuff's moving back. And then we are going to... That is it. Our 7 artillery are going into Russia. Alright, that is going to do it for USA 1, Russia 2, and I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 2. Alright, United Kingdom round number 2. So Germany bought a bomber and 10 infantry, which is pretty smart. Bomber and 10 infantry. And then, let's see, he's got, what, 2 transport? Yeah, he could do that. Stack that. All right. And then he took Egypt, but he backed off, didn't stack it. He attacked Gibraltar, which my 2 land units did their job. Killed his bomber and his infantry and his artillery, and held. So the battleship is dead. This round. And I'm going to stack Egypt with UK, and I think I should be able to hold Africa then. Then we can focus on clearing this up. He did not push very far. He took Karelia back with 2 guys and fighters probably. And he took them light, so he's only got 3 guys. He does have 12 dudes in Baltic and 9 tanks, so he does have a significant stack, but... I'm pretty good right now until Japan starts moving, which they will pretty soon. But I should be able to take the Caucasus back with America, and then take Karelia back with Russia, and then start heavy landings with England the next turn. Either up north in a shuck or hammering both of these. Or if he wants to only leave 8 infantry and a bomber in there, I can threaten Germany. So, let's see. I bought a destroyer and a transport, and then a fighter and 2 infantry for India. We're going to send 2 guys and our plane in there. We are going to give his 2 planes here a 23% chance to take our fleet out here. We're going to stack Egypt. I looked, he doesn't have any fighters that are in range, or the bomber that's in range of my fighter here. Not that it would matter, because this fighter here now can reach. So I'm actually going to have 3 fighters and a bomber to kill this battleship now, because he moved forward into 14 instead of into 15 to drop off more guys. And then we're going to grab this guy with our transport, go here and drop him here. And then we are going to take France. Oh yeah, I got to move these guys too. Definitely got to move those guys. I wonder if I should bring them back. Nope, I'm sending them this way. Alright. I think that's it for the combat. Alright, combat was okay. We did lose a guy in Burma, but we took it at least. We're going to fly there. We're going to put our aircraft carrier and our fighter there. We're going to put our fleet down here in Sea Zone 8. And then we're going to move this fleet. Oh shit, I should have gone over here and tried to kill that guy. Damn it, I totally forgot about that guy. I'm going to put him here. And then let me make sure my subs are set to submerge. Nope. Alright, now our stuff should be set up. Okay. Alright. I think he's still going to have a pretty good Germany or Japan 3 timing on me. I'm pretty sure. But we'll have a decent... we might have a decent counter. I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's see. I think that's it. Alright, we're going to throw our destroyer and our transport in Sea Zone 8. And our fighter and our 2 infantry into India. Got up to 37, which is pretty good. And then we will, let's see. We should be able to start landings now. So that's going to do it for UK in round 2, and I'll see you guys back for America, round number 2. All right, United States, round number 2. So I got to worry about India now already. Japan just bought a transport and 7 infantry now. He could do a couple things. He could be going up here to take Alaska and then bounce down here to Hawaii. Or what I think he's setting up is kind of a different Japanese J3 timing, where he stacks Burma with 9 guys this next turn, and then he has 8 guys. He'll have 7 in the tank, where he's going to have run the tank down there too, I would think. So he'll be able to attack with like 15 guys. Which is probably going to be enough to beat India. I'm going to have to check it out, but it may or may not be enough. But I am going to kill the battleship. Okay, let's see. I wanted to kill this with the two guys in the plane, but I'm going to use the plane here. So I'm going to use three planes, and a bomber now to kill this battleship and get rid of it. I could do two and just take this back with America. But I think I want to use all three because I think I want them to end up over here. So we will just attack. Let's see. So I have to set up kind of a defense for Alaska and then keep pressing forward. So I just bought a tank, 3 infantry, 2 transports, and a fighter. And the tank is going into the west, and a fighter going into the west coast so I can defend Alaska. And then everything else is going east. We're going to go like this. I don't really want to, but we're not going to use a fighter. We are going to take the bomber and 3 fighters and hit this battleship. We're going to grab 1 guy, take Morocco, and I think that's all the combat we want to do with America. Yep, I think that's all the combat we want to do with America. Alright, let's run it and get it done. This is a big battle here. Hopefully we get a hit at least. Alright, we got really good dice, so we can prepare ourselves for getting some shit dice coming up. But we took the Caucasus with Snake Eyes, and then the battleship did not get a hit back, so we don't even have to sack the bomber, which is nice. So those 3 fighters are going there, and this fighter. 2 aircraft carriers, and the cruiser are going down there. This infantry is going back over here. These 2 are going to go up north. And our transport's going to 10. These 2 guys are going to 12 with the battleship. Our tank is going over to Sudan. And our bomber where will we send our bomber? We send it up to Russia? Yeah, we'll send it up to Russia. That'll give us some versatility, I think. And then just let me look here if I did everything I want to do. So that's 2 aircraft carriers, 4 fighters, and a cruiser. Let's see, those guys moved. Just scan the map here. Okay, I think we're good with America. Alright, our tank and our fighter going to the east coast of America, or the west coast of America. And then our 2 transports are going there. With our 3 infantry. And we don't need to worry about only having 3 units to load into 4 spots, because this tank can run over here next turn when we send it up here. So, obviously, we're still building towards getting probably a Finland shut going, but we're in better shape than we were last turn, I think. All right, for Russia, we're just buying 9 guys. And let's see, if I take this and this, I can move the tanks, I think, down to I can move the tanks. Let's see, Caucasus, where's my West Russia defense? Here's my West Russia defense. So if he's got 3 infantry and 9 tanks and 5 fighters. 3 infantry, 9 tanks, 5 fighters, and a bomber. I'm going to have 11 infantry, 9 artillery, 9 artillery, and then 2 fighters. Let's do no tanks. Okay, we're still good. So I think I'll send the tanks to the Caucasus this turn. So we can do like a, at least set up a take back of India if we have to. Which really sucks. I hate using Russia to do that, but you kind of have to. So we are going to do what we thought we were going to do. So we're going to go 1 here and 1 here. And a fighter. And actually, we're only going to have 10 guys, right? Or 9. We're going to have 9 guys. 20%. Oh no, yeah, we'll have, if we have 9 guys. If we have 10... 11%, but if I leave a tank, it goes down to 5. What if I do 9 guys and leave a tank? 10%? I'll give them 10%. Alright, so we'll go here. And another fighter. We'll do that, and I'll give them 10%. So we'll have 9 artillery. I mean, if I left all 3 tanks, it'd go down to 1%. But I want to get a couple of tanks in range of India, so we're going to move 2 of them down here. All right. Let's run it. All right. Combat was pretty good. We did not lose anybody in Ukraine, and we did lose. I'm sorry, we didn't lose anybody in Karelia. We did lose somebody in Ukraine. We're gonna move these 3 guys down here, and these guys are going forward. And then we're gonna put, let's see, 2 tanks into the Caucasus. Right? Yeah. All right. Man, I gotta start landings. I gotta start heavy landings here. Take as much of this shit as I can. Because Japan's probably gonna take India, so that's kind of sucks. All right, mobilization. We're gonna throw 4 infantry in the Caucasus, 5 infantry into Russia. Still got 26 bucks, which is not bad. We're still going to be able to get 8 infantry next turn, which is nice. And then we'll see what happens here. But that's going to do it for USA 2 and Russia 3. And I will see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 3. All right, United Kingdom round number 3. So Japan's got pretty good odds on killing India in round 3, despite having the regular, not the regular India 3. Timing, but so we're going to do a little bit of unorthodox things. I'm going to try to keep India alive for one more turn before I probably flee. Germany, just to recap, Germany bought 13 infantry, and then he took Ukraine, took France, took Karelia, and then he moved his tanks back to Germany, which is good for me. Obviously this got him looking over here, so he's not pushing towards Russia anymore. So that's good. Japan is moving, but it does look like he's doing an India play unless he goes that way. So I went ahead and just bought 2 artilleries and a fighter for India. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 artilleries and a fighter for India, and then 4 infantry. I'm sorry, 5 infantry and an artillery for England. So we can probably hit Northwestern or France with it. And keep him trading. So, first thing we're going to do is take Burma. And we're going to do something I hate to do, but we're going to do it. And then we are going to take our tank, our artillery, and our 2 guys. Go up to 3 and drop them in Finland. And that's it for the combat. All right. All right, combat was fine. We're going to send our fleet up here. And then we are going to send these guys there. The cruiser's going to 13. Fighters are going back to India, and then our other fighters going to India, and then our aircraft carrier is going to block. So he's going to have a 0% chance to take India this turn. I hate sacking the aircraft carrier, but I don't have a destroyer. And I need another turn or 2 to get Germany out of Africa. Our transport's going to go to 33. And that way we can pick up guys from Egypt if we need to and drop them into India next turn to try to shore that up. And then our submarine's going to go down here to 45. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, we're putting our fighter and 2 artillery into India. And then we're putting 5 and 1 into United Kingdom. Alright, that is going to do it for United Kingdom round 3. I'll see you guys back for America round number 3. Alright, USA round number 3. So Japan is set up pretty good. Japan bought artillery, 7 infantry, industrial complex. I don't know if he's going to take India next turn, or if he's just... Yeah, he's going to take him, I think. Or if he's just going to stack and try to send him towards Russia. I don't know, but India looks not good. In fact, I don't even think I can save it. And he's set up to take Hawaii. But I also, whenever they move into 52, you got to be aware of Western United States. So I went ahead and bought a few units to defend. Western USA. Because I have to. He stacked Burma, pushed forward, put the industrial complex in Manchuria. All solid moves. So I bought a tank, 8 infantry, 2 artillery. Some of it's going into Western US, but then some of it's going into Eastern US to get ready to keep shucking. So I'm going to go here and take that. And then we're going to go... let's see. All right, we're going to go here and take that. And then we're going to go here and take that. And then we're going to try to take this back to Russia. All right, I think that's it. All right, combat was good. We did not lose anybody. So our bomber is going back into Russia. Our tank's going there. This transport's going there with this whole fleet. And our battleship. And then these guys are moving here. Like that. Everything else is staying where they're at. All right, the tank, artillery, 3 infantry, and then everything else is going into Eastern United States. All right, and then Russia is getting... We're going to do 8 infantry or a couple artillery. Let's just do 8 infantry. We're losing so much money. Russia's only making 20. So we'll have 2 left, so we'll be able to at least get... let's see here. Oh, I should probably kill this. Man, I want to kill this so bad. Or kill this, which I am not doing. His tanks are in Germany, so they can't really threaten. Except they can threaten the Caucasus or Karelia. Karelia kind of dead zoned for me, not for him though. Let's see. What am I gonna do here? Alright, I think that's it. I can get rid of this note because I killed it. Let's see. He's got 1 tank. I don't know if I want to do that. Don't want to take Karelia or Ukraine. Let's do Ukraine. And then let's do this. Doesn't give him any money except that gets me one more. That would be 23. That really doesn't do me any good. All right. Let's do both fighters. Alright, we only lost a guy in Ukraine, but that otherwise pretty good. We'll send our fighters. I could send them here. Let me run India defense real quick. I don't think I can hold India at all. I think I gotta go from India. Which kind of sucks, but I think I have to do it. I mean, I can probably get it up to like, what, 9 infantry? I can buy 3, that's 9. I can add 2 more, that's 11. Okay, well, I can get it up to defend. I can get it to defend. Let's see, because I can go 9. Grab those 2, 11. I did the math right on it. I can defend it for 1 more turn, I think. If he doesn't hit it, alright, we'll send the fighters and the tanks there. I can defend it for 1 more turn. Okay. Alright, I can defend India for 1 more turn and then I have to back out. Give myself a 90% chance to hold for 1 more turn. I grab those and put 2 in there. Man, that's rough. That's really rough. And then I lose the transport as well. But that's okay. Yeah, that's gonna have to be okay. Man, that's kind of rough. Alright, and then we'll do 1 guy there and 1 guy there. And I'm wondering if we should just go 2 guys here, so we have 4. Since he has no tanks. Alright. So you're going to do 6 guys. What's my West Russia defense now? Sorry, this is taking way too long. 2 AA guns. 9 infantry. I can probably go 13 infantry. Let's go 13 infantry. 8 artillery. And a tank. And he can do 6 infantry. 5 planes and a bomber. Alright. Alright, so let's move this forward. And we'll throw 4 and 4. Man, that is just thin. Really thin. But at least now we can buy 8 more infantry when we turtle. And India is going to be alive for 1 more turn. And then I'll have to back out. So next Russia round 5, I'm going to have to move my Russians back out of there. That's all right. Hopefully by then I have... I might have to... Oh, he has no transports here. So I don't have to buy a destroyer to block him from going to Africa. All right. That's a long, rather long USA 3, Russia 4. And I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 4. All right, United Kingdom round number 4. So, Germany went ahead and stacked Karelia. Germany bought 2 artilleries, 10 infantry, and a fighter. And then he stacked France and Karelia. Took Algeria, killed my infantry there, and then took Ukraine, lost an infantry. Took northwestern Europe, lost an infantry, and Finland, and lost 2 infantry. I'm going to go ahead and stack this again, and we can keep having to hit this. To try to keep him out of Russia until I can get like a really good shuck going. And I also have to defend India. Like I said, I can get India's defense. I can get India's defense up to 90 for 1 turn, and then I'm going to have to back everyone out. I'm just going to have to. So all I did was buy 3 infantry for India, 3 infantry, 2 artillery, and a tank for United Kingdom. So we're going to grab this by the tank blitz. And then we're going to go... Oh man, I'm only going... You know what? We can do that. Let's see. 1, 2. We could do that with the infantry artillery cruiser. Oh, okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Well, let's do that then. So we'll go here. We'll grab an artillery. And an infantry. We'll hit that. And then this cruiser will go up here and bombard. And then these two fighters will go here. Actually, let's only do one fighter. Because then we're going to go down here. Take 2 guys, or 4 guys, sorry. Go up there. Hit this with 4. Cruiser bombardment. And this fighter. We bought another fighter. Let me check, double check my Atlantic defense here. 6 fighters and a bomber. 55%. How many planes does he lose? 6 fighters? 50-50 battle? Even a 32% battle, he loses 5 planes? I'll take that. That's fine. I'll take that. Yep. That's worth it to me. Alrighty. I think that's all I want to do. Let's do it. Alright, combat was pretty good. We did not lose anybody. So our fighter's going to fly back here. Both fighters are going to fly back there. Let's see. And then we're going to take our transport and go here. We're going to grab an artillery and an infantry. Go here and drop them in India. And then our sub is going to go up here. There's no destroyer here, but if he does the, if he doesn't disengage from here, then he won't be able to attack Hawaii or, well, in theory. Theory is if he engages in combat with the sub, he won't be able to move this in the non-com, but that's not really a big deal because he should just disengage and go and take Hawaii. Which he'll probably do. So, if he somehow messes up, then fine, but that's really the only use for the sub right now. I could move it down over here. Have the destroyer come down. Maybe I'll do that, because that seems like kind of a waste. Let's move it down here. All right. I think that's it. And he can only attack this Sea Zone 3 if he does a carrier drop. With all 6 fighters. He'll have to drop 2 carriers. If he wants to spend $28 on a carrier drop, so be it. This should be okay. 2 cruisers, 4 fighters, a battleship, 2 aircraft carriers. That should be all right. All right. I will have to run numbers, though, on West Russia defense. From 9 and 9, and then what? 14? Where's my West Russia defense? He's got... I can probably kill one of those. He's got 13 infantry, 3 artillery, 9 tanks, 2 fighters, actually 6 fighters and a bomber. Everything can reach. I'll have 2 AA guns, 17 infantry, or no, 21 infantry. 21, yeah. 21 infantry. Eight artillery. Only 1 tank, though. And let's say 2 fighters. 42%. Which means I'm going to have to, well, it depends what Japan does. If Japan, because I'll definitely have to block this Archangel. I'll definitely have to. I might have to back out of West Russia for a turn, which I really don't want to do. But I might have to. If I can get it to like 30% or 60% to hold, I might just keep it. I might just keep it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can put the American fighters there, but then Germany can hit that. Yeah, I'll have to do some checking. All right. All right, we're gonna put 3 infantry into India, and we're gonna do everything else into United Kingdom. All right, this is going to be the last turn for India's defense, because he's going to stack this, and then if he goes and grabs 7 and 1, that's just too overwhelming. There's no way I can defend that. There's just no way I can defend that. So Russia's turn, I'm going to have to back out of here. Fly the fighters back, send the tanks back. And, yeah, go from there. Oh, man. That really sucks. I really wish I could do something with the Pacific, but I can't. I am doing okay here, but I don't think I can beat that with, what, 14, 8? No, he's got too many tanks. All right. That's going to do it for United Kingdom round 4, and I'll see you guys back for USA round number 4. All right, USA round number 4. So I really, really like this guy's strategy. The Japan press, literally all he has to do is take India and hold the other 3 territories, which I can't break. And he's going to win the game in 4 turns, which is pretty friggin' awesome. Good enough for me to try to copy it, I think, in the future. But I did the math on this. I can actually get this down to like a 67% chance to hold, and I have to do it. I just have to hope that he has a shitty battle and gives me time to get in position here to break out. I'm going to stack. I'm going to set up, so we're going to hopefully try to stack France. Or take it, either Karelia or France. We're going to have to do one or the other. And I still got to maintain my defense of West USA. So I went ahead and bought a tank, an artillery, 9 infantry, and a transport. Because we are going to still try to continue the shuck, even though it looks like we're pretty close. I mean, if he wins the 30% battle, then we're going to lose the game. Because we will not get another turn. USA probably can't take anything else, but we can try. So, for USA's combat, we're not doing any. We're not doing any. Alright, for the non-com, we're moving these guys here. We're moving... these guys here. Our bombers going to India. Our tank's going to go to Persia. I mean, trans. And then these 2 transports are going here. This transport is going here. These 5 guys are going there with their 1. And then we're going to send 2 guys over here. 3 guys up here. And I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to be it. I kind of want to move the fighter, but I can't. I can't. All right. I think that's it. All right, our transport goes here. Artillery. 6 infantry. 3 go here. Artillery goes here. Our tank goes over here. All right, for Russia, we're just buying 8 infantry. And then we're going to go... no, let's go 4 and 1. And then let's go... 2 and 1. And that will be it. And unfortunately, I have to leave all my Russians there. And actually, those are backing out, so I could go here with 3 guys. But I'm not going to. I'm going to slide. Man, all right. I don't really need to back into Russia. I can back into the Caucasus, maybe. But I might back into Russia. I think I'm going to go into Russia. And I'll make that 2, and I'll make that 3, and I'll just set that up there. Oh, we're going to be so thin. All right. Let's see. Everything is going back here. One guy is going to stay in West Russia. And then we're going to grab, let's see, let's go 2 there and 1 there and 1 there. All right. Just make sure. I got a guy there. I got a guy there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, if he just stacks this and France maybe, and then we know he's just going for the 30%, but I don't know if he's going to go for the 30%. Eight infantry in here. So what do we got? 18. We got 24 again, so we can buy another 8 infantry. So Russia's okay for now, but the rest of my stuff is thin to win. So anyway, it's going to be close. I already feel like I'm treading water, but anyway, that's USA 4, Russia 5, and I will see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 5. All right, United Kingdom round number 5. So I am in a precarious position here because he's poised to take India. He only needs one more victory city, and I'm not close to capturing a victory city. So that's tough. I can get India to about a 67% chance to defend. So I'm going to give him a 30% chance to take India. But it's the best I can do. I can't do anything else. So if he takes India with 30%, he's going to win. So 3 out of 10 to win the game. That's pretty good. On the flip side, I'm going to squeeze Germany for as much as I can and set up USA to hit France if I get a chance to hit France in round 6. So assuming that I survive until round 6. I'm also going to give him not decent chances. I'm going to give him a 10% chance to kill my fleet in Sea Zone 5, and I'm going to give him about an 18% chance to kill my American fleet in Sea Zone 8. But I have to do it. I have to give him those shots in order for me to have any opportunity for the win. So one thing I am also going to do is I'm going to move this guy to Norway, so at least I have a follow-up. The problem is, let me just go over Germany's turn real quick. Germany bought 2 artilleries and 10 infantry. Took Libya with the tank blitz, and he stayed here. Didn't do anything with Morocco. Took Northwestern, lost an infantry, and then lost 6 infantry taking Finland. I mean, he didn't actually take Finland. He backed out. So he strafed it. I lost 7 infantry. He lost 6. Not a tremendously effective trade for me. I don't know who got the better of that. It seems like maybe a wash. But I have to see. He's not pressuring Russia at all because he doesn't have to. So I need to pressure Karelia. So what I need to do is do the math. If I do survive, do the math and see if I can go into West Russia and but the problem is going to be even getting to that next turn. That's the problem. But it is what it is. So, man, this is going to be tight. But anyway, I bought 3 planes for India because that's going to get me up to 30%. 67.1% to hold India. And then I bought an artillery because I'm going to have a little follow-up next turn, which is probably going to end up being like not a lot if I get a next turn. So everything's contingent upon what happens right now. So I'm talking way too much, so let's run this turn. So we're going to tank blitz this. And then we're going to take... we're going to hit Baltic. Okay, I did this wrong. Hold on a second here. All right, let's move all these here. And then we can go like this. We can go here. Hit Baltic. Hit Baltic. Both cruisers. All right. So we can hit that. There's really nothing else we can do. I mean, I should probably have run the strafe numbers. But I don't think it matters anyway, because even if I hit it, let's say we each lose. Whatever I lose, he still can hit me because he's got these 4 transports with 8 land units, plus all of his planes and his bombardments. So I don't think that's going to be effective to strafe. So maybe it is, and you guys can tell me in the comments if that's a big mistake, but I don't really see that that's a viable option. I'd much rather just try to give him, hold it for a turn, but that's all we're going to do with England is that. Let's run it. Okay, combat was great. We lost 1 guy taking Baltic. So our planes go back to Sea Zone 5, and then our destroyers and our aircraft carrier. I did have to, whenever you leave somebody open like this, you got to look and see where Japan's air is, right? Because obviously Germany's not a threat because I can move him before Germany, but Japan is. And his bomber's down here, so... he's got another bomber here in Manchuria, but none of them are in range of Sea Zone 3. So, I mean, it's in range, but it can't land. So, you gotta... One of the great spots for a bomber, if you can swing it, is here in Ivenki. Because either way, you can... Allied bombers can hit Sea Zone 36 with it, and Axis bombers can hit Sea Zone 7. And sometimes they just sit there and they're sneaky. So keep that in mind. Anyway, that's for another game. I think that's it. All right. Oh, I'm going to put the sub. Where do I want to put the sub? I'll put the sub right there. It's not really doing anything. I thought about bringing it down here so that, he comes down here away from this. But it's not even really a point. The sub ain't going to do nothing by itself. Although the sub in 3 fighters is pretty good. 7 fighters is pretty good. So maybe I do want to put it here and get it into range. Or put it here. Then he's going to come down here with the battleship and the destroyer, maybe? That might not be bad. Let's do that. All right. I think that's it. Well, I screwed that up. God dang it. I really should leave myself notes, because I wanted to move this infantry over here to Norway so I could at least have somebody to pick up and hit something with 2 units, but I'm not going to have it, so... Anyway, he's going to have to choose, right? So I'm going to take this with Russia. My plan is to take that with Russia. If I even get a Russian turn. That's the thing. I might not even get a Russian turn. If I get a Russian turn, I'm going to take Bello with Russia, and then he can decide if he wants to take these 2 back or hit Finland. Because I guess he could do both, but maybe not. But the whole point is going to be whether or not he can take India. And according to my calculations, if I did the math right, 30%, 31% chance for him to take it. Obviously, if he does, the game is over. Because I can't. Well, I can hit France. But I don't think it's going to be enough to take it. But you never know. So anyway, that's going to be it for United Kingdom round 5. I'll see you guys back for America round number 5. All right, America round number 5. So Japan stacked Burma, which we thought he would. He bought 7 infantry, 4 artilleries, 3 infantry for Manchuria, 4 and 4 for Japan, and he dropped 4 and 4 more in Yunnan. And then he came down here and took New Zealand. I think that's kind of greedy, actually. I think that's kind of greedy. But it gives us kind of an opportunity. And then took Kaz. Where did he? Oh, yeah, he took Kaz. Okay. But I ran the numbers here. The best I can do is give him like a 77% chance to capture it, which would end the game. So I can't do that. I can't do it. So I have to try to take Hawaii back or set up for this round, round 6, sorry, to take Karelia or France or Germany. So, and because we're going to back out of India this turn, so he's going to get India, but obviously you can't back out of it unless you can capture something else. So, we're going to set up to try to cap Hawaii. So I went ahead and bought 3 subs, an aircraft carrier, and a transport. It's all going into 56. He can only hit that fleet with a fighter. And then if he decides, well, I'll show you at the end of the turn what my plan is. America is doing no combat. I'm not doing any combat. All right. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing any combat. All right. I gotta leave myself a note. Move to east. Boss. Okay, these guys have got to go over to East Australia at the beginning of, or the end of the next round, and I'll show you why. So, no combat for America. All right, for the non-com. Bomber is going to Australia. Tank is going... Actually, I'm going to leave the tank. I'll put the tank right here. All right, now... These guys are going back to Norway. And then I'm going to grab this artillery and 5 guys. We're going up here. And then one of these guys is dropping here. And then the rest of them are going there. Okay. And then these transports are going back here. This transport's going there. We're going to move all this stuff up. 1 tank is moving. And then everything is going up here. Right? And then our fighter is going to 56. I think that's right. I think that's right. Okay. And this is rough. Rough, but that's the way it is. And then this should be ready to drop either in Germany, probably France. Actually, probably France. Or we could even maybe hit Karelia if we need to. I don't know. I don't know if he can stack everything, because he's going to have to clear these guys out of there. And he's going to probably have to use some of these guys to do it. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. So that's it for America, right? All right. Let's see. Norway 3-2-1. Yep. Canada 8-1 in that. Sea Zone 10. Got 3 transports and 3 left it. Sea Zone 3. Sea Zone 11. Okay. Alrighty. I think that's okay. Alright. Aircraft carrier. Transport. 3 submarines. Eight infantry for Russia. Alright, what notes am I got here? Oh yeah, those definitely got to move over here. And the reason for this, okay, so this bomber is going to be used to kill this fleet if he tries to fortify Hawaii. Or if he decides to just attack this, then he's not going to fortify Hawaii and I can just cap it for nothing. Which is what I would love to do. I don't think he's going to... I think he'll probably fortify Hawaii. And if he does, I'll have a 69% chance to kill his fleet if he leaves the fighter on it. If he lands the fighter on Hawaii, I'll have a much better chance to kill his fleet. I'll have a 94% chance to kill his fleet, but then I have to... I'll have to take a fighter away, actually. 76. Still a better chance, but I'll have to use the fighter on Hawaii and pray that he doesn't get 3 hitbacks. It's gonna be... It's just gonna be tough. So... Alright, so we are gonna hit... Bellow. And then we're gonna take 1 guy. And our fighters. And our tanks. Alright, combat was okay, except we lost 2 guys in Bellow, which kind of sucked. But we're going to move 18. 6. You know what I can do? Let me see here. He's not going to attack this. He has a... he has a 28% chance to take it if he uses all of his stuff. He can take West Russia, knock me out of it. But that would be kind of pointless because then I could just cap Karelia with the United Kingdom. So he's not going to do that. He's not even going to hit it. I don't think. I don't even think he'll hit it. And then let's go... We'll move these 2 guys here and we'll move 1 of these guys here. And the only reason for that is because if he decides to just go with 1 infantryman and a lot of planes to kill my tanks, at least we'll have some infantry to take the hits, and we may just land the United Kingdom fighters there. But we'll have to see. All right. Do it like this here. All right. Let's do 4 and 4. because he cannot get there. Right? Right. All right. All right. That is going to do it for USA 5 and Russia 6, and I will see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 6. All right, United Kingdom round number 6. So this is going to be the turn, I think, that probably decides the game, especially if he stacks Hawaii. Although I have enough now, I've done the math. I can take France with USA, and so I will take France. But he's going to take India for sure. There's nothing I can do to stop it. So I'm going to back out of it now, which kind of sucks. All I bought was a cruiser, 6 infantry, and an artillery. Everything's going here. I'm going to put the cruiser in 8 because when this fleet comes down here, that's going to give it about a 20% chance to kill the fleet if he uses all of his fighters. If he doesn't use them, and he's going to want to clear France out with 1 plane or so, because he's only going to have 10 infantry and 2 artillery, although he could use the tanks. But if he uses the tanks to clear France, then I can stack Karelia with Russia, which I might do anyway. I don't know. But like I said, this is probably going to be the turn that ends the game. So we're going to go ahead and go here. Oops. We're going to go here with 1. We're going to grab... Go back to 5. Hit Karelia. Fighters. Cruiser. And just pray he doesn't get a hit back. Alright, combat was a success. Our fighters go back. And then everything moves. Into Persia. And these guys got to go here. So I'm kind of hoping that he tries to kill this bomber. And the sub's going to go here. Instead of going up here and fortifying Hawaii. But if he fortifies Hawaii, we're going to give it a chance and try to take it. Take out his fleet and take Hawaii back. And then... we're going to take France with America. So... that's going to be it. God, I hate to abandon India, but I'm gonna. Alright, our cruiser goes into Sea Zone 8. Artillery goes there. 1 infantry there. 5 infantry in UK. Alright, that's going to do it for UK 6. I'll see you guys back for America, round number 6. Alright, USA round number 6. So, Japan took India, like we thought. He bought 4 artillery, 6 infantries, and a bomber. And then he attacked Eastern Australia and failed. My infantry sacked up. He lost 2 infantry, and he retreated with the plane. And he did not kill my stuff there, which is fantastic. So he did not fortify Hawaii, so we're going to take it back, but then he can take it back, but he's going to have 1 infantry and a plane and a bombardment to take it back. And then once he does that, this fleet should kill him. And then I can take this back at my leisure. So, that worked out. That worked out. I'm debating on whether or not to stack... I think I'm going to stack Karelia with Russia, even though he's going to get he'll have tremendous odds to kill it, but then I don't want to keep trading it. I don't want to keep trading it. I think he'll take it though. Let's see, can I put a plane in there? What if I put a plane? Oh, I only have 2 fighters. What if I put 3 fighters? 62%. What if I put another plane in there? Ooh, I can get it down to 65? But I can't because I need the planes for America. Oh man, but I could do 3 planes. And then he has... Then he would lose a lot of his stuff. So that might be the play. That might actually be the play. If I can last... well, I can do it. I can do it, I think. If he does 6, 24%. That's with 3 aircraft carriers. I'm going to do the cruiser. 21%. All right. All right. Oh, man. All right. Got to take some risks. So I think I'm going to stack this. And we're only going to hit this with 3 planes and just pray that he doesn't get any hits with his AA guns. All right. I went ahead and bought a transport, another fighter, 4 infantry, 2 artillery, a tank. Because once I hit France, I need 12 units for the next turn. I'll buy another stack of transports in round 7. And then we'll start just shit hammering France. Man, okay. So first thing we're going to do is grab one guy. Go here, grab this guy, go here to Hawaii, take Hawaii. And then we're going to go here. Attack that. Let me look at my France defense if I don't take fighters. 73. What if I take 1 fighter? $85. What do I have left? No, I think I gotta go heavy and just pray. I'll do 3 fighters. All right. We're going to do the cruiser. We're going to do the battleship. We're going to do 3 fighters. All right. All right. All right, we lost 6 guys, but that's all right. So our fighters are going here. And then our aircraft carriers are going down here. And then this fighter is going to Karelia. And if we do that, we're committed to stacking it. Let's see here. Yeah, we are committed to stacking it. But that's all right. We're going to do it anyway. Sometimes we just got to take some risks, I think. Japan is coming. All right, we're putting a fighter over here and a transport over here. And we're putting a tank right there. And everything else is going into Western United States. All right. Russia's buying 8 guys. All right. We're going to go here with 2 and a tank. There with 4 and a tank. We're going to do 1 artillery, 1 infantry, and our 2 fighters. And that is it. All right. So I'm going to build 2 of them there. So I'm going to have 20. I'm going to have 20. And I'm actually going to have 6 artillery, yeah. And no tanks. 3 planes. All right. That makes it an IPC negative battle for them. Which is all I really can ask for. All I can really ask for. Oh yeah, I can get rid of that note now. Ah shit, I should have moved the bomber. I didn't move the bomber. Well, that sucks. We might use the plane to kill this because... Oh well, that was stupid. There's always something I fuck up, and that was it. God, that was stupid. What a waste. Alright, combat was okay. We killed his stuff in Bellow, but alright, we're gonna go 2 here. gonna go. I'm just gonna leave because he can't bum rush through there anyway. We'll go. We'll leave him there. We'll just leave him there. If he wants to go here with a tank, he can. All right. That's going to go there. Yeah, that is rough. It's really rough. All right, we're gonna throw 2 in Karelia. I guess we can throw 4 here, 2 there. All right. And we got 24 again. All right. If he wants to take that battle, he can take it. He's got a 60% chance, a 39% chance to wipe it, but it's IPC negative 20. So if he wants to do that, England guys are going to have to go back here. If he doesn't use all of his fighters to drive these people out of France, which he doesn't, he's going to have to use some tanks. Which then obviously he's not going to use them against Karelia. So we'll see what happens. We've got to have to pressure him. This is a real bad mistake. This is fucking stupid because that would have been really helpful to have that bomber. Which we're not going to have anymore. So that sucks, but it is what it is. But he can do one or the other. He's not going to take Hawaii back. So that just is a mistake by me. All right. That's going to do it for USA 6, Russia 7. I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 7. All right, United Kingdom round number 7. So Germany bought 2 artilleries, 10 infantry, and then he hit France. He took Norway with 1 artillery, hit France. He did bring the 9 tanks back down to France. So that worked out for him. But it actually worked out for us too, because he backed off of Karelia, so we're going to push ahead, take a bunch of stuff here from him, and try to squeeze Germany out if we can. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it before Japan makes it into Russia. But we can send these 20 guys back down now to Russia. We might be able to... yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's really going to be interesting. And then the non-com, he moved to an infantry to Bulgaria. Let's see. Everything went back to... well, he moved out of Baltic. Yeah, so he moved... So he shift stacked. He had the 10 guys here. He shifted them to Germany. And then he shifted down to France. Where did he put all the guys? 2 and 8, yeah. All right. All right. Now it's kind of just a race. I'm delayed, obviously, because I had to take a turn to hit France. But I got Karelia back now, and I got Hawaii back now. But I did fuck up here and forget to move the bomber, which was really stupid. But I went ahead and just bought 6 infantry and a bomber. If I move this USA fighter back to C-Zone 8, he's got a 5% chance to kill it with using all of his fighters. And 5% the bomber lives, everything else dies. I don't think he's going to do it because I'm not going to... In fact, this fleet may even just go up to 3. Because I won't need it off the coast of France. But I'm going to hit France again. So, let's see. We're going to take a bunch of stuff here. So we're going to take this, go down here, and we're going to take 2 fighters. And go there. We are going to go take a transport here. Take 2 guys. Go back to 5 and drop them in Northwestern. Take another transport. We're going to take an artillery and an infantry. Go here, drop them in Baltic. And we're going to take this cruiser, bombard, and we're going to take our fighters and attack Baltic. And then we're going to take our last transport here. Grab 2 guys. Go back to C-Zone 5, drop them in Norway, and then our 2 cruisers are going to bombard Norway. We'll leave this one for Russia. And if this one fails, we'll land the planes in Karelia, and we'll leave this also for Russia. Because this stack here is moving to Kaz to give us a 90% chance to hold. At least for a turn, which really sucks, dude. Japan is moving. Japan is really moving towards me, so that's not good. Alright, so that's going to take, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, if it works. Alright, and I think that's it. Make sure everything's moving back into C-Zone 5. And not ending up in C-Zone 6. Alright. That goes into Bello. That goes into Northwestern. That goes into Baltic. That goes into Norway. Okay. Alright, combat was really good. We did not lose anybody. So our fighters are going to go into Karelia. And then these fighters are going back into C-Zone 5. And then we're moving everything over, except for 1 infantry, into Kaz. That kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Yep, it is what it is. Alright. Man, he's gonna bum rush Persia. Oh, man. But I'm going to come back down here with Russia. And we can maybe dead zone the Caucasus. Where's my fighters? I got fighters there. I might hit this with Russia. So he has to trade more stuff. I'd really love to hit Poland, but I don't want to risk losing a fighter. So maybe I'll just hit this and then, I don't know, back off my tank. Because we might need it. Alright. Alright, 6 infantry and a bomber goes into United Kingdom. And we're up to 35. So that's going to do it for United Kingdom round number 7. And I'll see you guys back for America round number 7. Alright, United States round number 7. So Japan bought 4 artilleries and 10 infantry. C-Zone 53, which was... Oh yeah, so he used... Filled my transport with his air unit, and then he went and moved heavy into Persia. That's not great for me, but I guess it's not horribly terrible. I'm going to try to pressure as much as I can, but also set up a counterpunch. So if he goes heavy into the Caucasus, I should kick him out. If he goes heavy into Kaz and the Caucasus, if he does them both at the same time, hopefully I can kick him out. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but I'm going to have to. And then I'm going to set up to dump a bunch of fucking units in France next turn. So all I did because I had to hit France because he had the victory cities, I'm just off on my logistics. So what did he do in the non-com? Moved to Szechuan, okay. And then he went here. And then he moved, he's got 8 more infantry in Japan to shuttle over, so I mean that's just atrocious, but it is what it is. I bought 4 transports and 6 infantry. We're not doing any combat with America. Right? I don't see any combat with America. Nope, no combat with America. Alright. Alright, for the non-com, the 6 transports go back to 10. We're going to put our American fleet into C-Zone 5. We're going to send our bomber here. We're going to grab 2 more infantry, put them in Hawaii, and then we're going to send and this is going up here. Yeah, so what do I have? 8 units there, so 12, so I got 6. Okay. He has no bombers in range of 11. Okay. Alright, so that's good. 4 transports. 4 infantry. Because that'll be 7 and 1. Yep, okay. Alright, Russia's just buying 8 infantry. And then for the combat, we're going to take Poland. Wow. That's fucking horrible. That's fucking horrible! A bunch of 3s cannot get any fucking hits. That's fucking horrible. Alright. That's going to West Russia. These 4 guys are going forward. 5 guys are going into Baltic, and then 15 and 5. Hmm. Hmm. All right. If I leave 5 there, is he going to send 1 in all of his planes? No, probably not. Why are those fighters there, I wonder? Oh, because I used them to kill Baltic. Alright. That's fine. We'll send 15 and 5. That's 2. And then we'll send 2 over there. And then we will send 1 there. 1 there. Our tank will go back. This is bad, dude. That's just a bad result right there. With 3 3s to get to not be able to kill 4 guys. It's just bad. Oh man. I don't think he's going to do that, because why would you send... Why would you risk losing fighters on that? So we'll just send 1. That's a bad turn. Oh, man. 8 infantry into Russia. Well, at least I have 24 left. I was hoping to have 26. Not that that's much of a difference. But, and I really was hoping to have some units left here. I can't even stack that. That's fucking dumb. Alright, well. At least we can hit France with a bunch of units next turn. So that's going to do it for USA 7, Russia 8. And I will see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 8. Alright, United Kingdom around number 8. So Germany bought 12 infantry. And then he took Bellow. Took Northwestern with no losses. No losses in Bellow. And then he hit Baltic, but he retreated. It's actually a really good strafe. He killed 6 of my infantry. And he only lost 2 infantry doing it. So it's a good trade for him. It's a really good trade for him. But anyway, I'm going to keep trying to squeeze. So I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to do a couple of things that... Because I think I'm way behind. If you look at the war report... he's got me by about a 40%, 45 point attack power. But economically, he's making 76 and I'm making 92. Which is 16 economics. So I got to continue that. Although he is going to be getting more stuff. But I'm going to try to get it as much as possible. So all I bought was 3 artillery, 3 infantry, and a bomber. And then I'm going to try to do a couple of things. So I'm going to take this right there. And I'm going to take 1 plane. And 1 plane from here. And then we're going to go 2. And this other plane. And then over here, we're going to do 1 guy. And our 4 planes. And then we're going to bomb Germany. And then here's where it gets interesting. So, I'm going to grab 1 transport. And I'm going to grab 2 infantry. And I'm going to hit France. And then I'm going to take 2 cruisers. And I'm going to bombard France. Alright. And then I'm going to take the other 2 transports. Pick up the 4 guys. Go to Sea Zone 8. Hit Northwestern. Take the cruiser. Hit Northwestern. Take the fighters. Hit Northwestern. And the reason for this France attack, which is going to be implausible, is because if by chance he has his... So he did a good move. He stacked France and then he put his bomber here, so I can't just leave this unprotected. Now I have a workaround, but my workaround will not allow me to attack France. It will only allow me to continue a shuck northbound, which is going to give him more time to defend Germany. But I'm going to hit this with 2 infantry and 2 bombardments. Now, if he's got the bomber to die first and he hasn't switched it back, I can kill the bomber. Or maybe the AA gun. If he's got that set to die first. So that's the whole point of that. It's we're going to lose 2 infantry, but it's kind of like to see if we can knock out that bomber. If he doesn't have it set to die first, which he's been pretty smart so far, so I don't think he's gonna, then it'll just be, you know, we can knock out a couple of units, or hopefully. And we'll have to switch this into a Finland shuck. All right, what else? I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything. All right. Poland, yeah. Finland, yeah. Sinkang, yeah. France, implausible, got it. Northwestern, yeah. All right. And Germany bombing, all right. All right, combat was pretty good. So he did have his infantry set to die first, so he does not have his AA gun set to die first. Which, it's good to find out. We did get a couple of hits, which was nice. We did lose. We traded 2 infantry for 2 infantry, so that's fine. Everything else was pretty much pretty good. So we're going to send our fighter, let's see here. Where do we want this fighter? Karelia. And then our bomber will go back to England. Send our 3 destroyers over to Sea Zone 8. Send our aircraft carrier over to 8. These 2 fighters over to 8. And then these 2 fighters... one will go back to Karelia. One will go to Ukraine. And then these fighters will go to Russia. This is all going into Russia. Now he'll probably stack this, and I will not have a counter. Which is not good for me. Really not good for me. And I'll have to run numbers to see if I can do a 1-2 once he stacks the Caucasus. But he's going to have a shitload of stuff. A lot of stuff. I think he's going to be able to stack it. So I'm only going to have 29. Well, what do I got? 36. I'll have 36. Plus 5 artillery, plus a tank. I don't think it'll be enough. But we'll have to see. All right, let's see. I think that's it. He's definitely going to stack Cause. But he'll have to go here probably, so he's not going to have to trade anything. So he's going to just use that. I was hoping I'd take out this bomber, but I did not. So we'll have to see. Anyway. We're going to throw another bomber and 3 infantry and 3 artillery into England. We are probably going to have to send some guys down to Africa. And then if we can get, we'll get USA up here. Gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. He's gonna go. He can go 1. Can't go 2. So he's gonna go 1. He's gonna go 1, 2, and I'm gonna go 1, 2. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's going to be close. I don't know if I can even hold Russia, but maybe I can. I have no idea what I can do. But I can transition this over to 3 to protect this. And then I can transition this over to 3 and this over to 10 to protect the landing here. And then I can hit France with the double whammy. Let's see. Germany's money is 20. He's got 32. But if repairs, that's 29. So can't buy 12 infantry. Most he can buy is... Well, he can buy 10. He can buy 10. And he has enough spots to put 7 in Germany and 3 in Italy. So he doesn't even have to repair. But anyway, that's going to do it for UK round number 8. And I'll see you guys back for America round number 8. All right, welcome back. This is the end of the game. So my opponent timed out. Did not make any moves, and he just timed out. I don't know the guy personally, so I don't know under what circumstances he timed out. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate for him because I think he was winning the game. It would have been interesting. The end, I think, would have been interesting. So if we look at it, he's got a 27 attack power lead, but that's obviously before he bought anything. So he probably would have had close to probably like a 30, 35 attack power lead. Economically, though, I was crushing it. He had 70, and I was making 98, which is quite significant. But if you look at the map, 98, but he was going to take, so it was going to be 97, 95, 93, 91. I wasn't going to be able to take. He was going to take this for sure, but was he going to stack it heavy or stack it light, or was he going to stack Cause heavy? I don't think I had enough stuff this turn to punch him out of Cause. Now, if he would have gone heavy here, that would have been a mistake, and I probably could have punched him out with just this in there. So I don't think he was going to do that. I think he's a pretty smart player. I think he probably would have maybe taken this with 1 infantry to get the money, and then stacked Cause. And I could not have, definitely not have taken it in round 9. But and probably not even round 10 because he was still coming. So, and this was going to be interesting here, this development here, how How long was he going to wait to try to take Hawaii back? But man, the Pacific was just owned by him. I really liked his opening Japan, like round 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3. By round 3, I was in desperation mode already because he had Hawaii. Let me look at this real quick. I think he had Hawaii in round 3. No, not round 3. Hawaii round 4. And he went up to 8 cities. And by that time, he was stacked in Burma, poised to take India. And I really did not have enough of a defense, obviously, to keep him out of India. I had to retreat, which caused me to have to hit France earlier than I wanted. Logistically, I was kind of a fractured mess. That's what kind of happens when you do C-Zone 5. You kind of get fractured. It's a lot easier if your supply chain is 10 to 3 or 11 to 13 to do the med. But I think 10 to 13, because then you can always have the possibility of hitting France. So the northernmost is probably the best route to go. I didn't get it established very quick. Quick enough to cause some problems for him, obviously, because I was making inroads, trading a lot of Germany, but Japan was just a monster. So, and I find that either when I'm playing as Axis and when I'm playing as Allies, Japan tends to be a monster, although at least I know personally a few times I've been overwhelmed by USA KJFs. So, and I have had a little bit of modest success, I think, with KJFs. But when I do them, I do a combo with England and America, never just America. So yeah, so I'm it would have been an interesting end to the game. But that's going to be the end of this game and the end of this video. Leave your comments. I do read all your comments. And your thoughts on the game. See what strategy, if you thought it was working, if you thought it wasn't working. I actually thought I did pretty well keeping him out of Africa for 8 turns, which is important, not letting Germany get that money. So I think Japan, he could have pressed for Africa using this stuff here or gone here instead of just dumping troops. Although he has a massive amount, he's going to have a... This is going to become just a mass. So I think his Japan was really effective. So, like I said, I think he was ahead at this point. I don't know what caused him to time out, but that's unfortunate. So that'll be the end of this game, the end of this video. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you back for another video.